Good morning, everyone. I am sharing my screen. So, please get to your portal. Fatafat will have to do 3 demos, sir. And we will do because you do parallelly with me. I'll ask you to stop for a second because let me explain the theory first on a quicker note, and then you can start doing in parallel with me. So when I'm doing a step, I would say I will halt and ask you to do it, and then we will do. And sir, please, one small request to all of you: keep a Word document open. It's a request from my side. Okay, keep a Word document open. If finishing lab, take a screenshot and dump it there. Take a screenshot of whatever you finished, dump it. Whatever I'm saying you're finishing, put it in the Word document, sir. And at the end of the class, please share that Word document with me. I'll update in the lab tracker that your demos are finished. And additionally, n number of times you want to do through the week or today, tomorrow, it's your choice. But at least once we have to finish. Your lab will finish in the class. Okay, sir. And so sorry, I need your support here. Let's not park the lab for later. No, let's finish it now. Done? Because there are a lot of big and huge demos we are going to do. And remember, IaaS is absolutely important. Infrastructure as a service is absolutely important. So considering that, I want to share one with you, and after that, we will start. It is little Teluguish, but anyways, 99% of us are so. But still, I love the joke which came out yesterday in one of my friends' group. Meanwhile, you keep watching this. I am on the. I'll start opening up the slides that we need. Okay. I hope you're reading it on WhatsApp. If you don't know Telugu, I can translate later. If it is, then you can read it. That's it. I liked it. I really liked it. The way it was explained and projected and connected to a movie, it was absolutely nice. Okay, sir. Done. So, okay, then break the ice. Good morning. With full Josh is what we need today. Virtual machines last week we have built. I think we discussed many of the options. Some options we parked. It's okay. But most of the options we discussed. So we'll start with a virtual machine, Linux virtual machine. That also we have built last week. But this week we are, let us do one more time if you really want me to. Okay, shall I do one more time quickly? Takes hardly 5 minutes once, just as a refresh. Okay, then I'm building a new virtual machine. First, let's build Windows and then let's build Linux. Resource group is the first one. KD-B17 RG is what I'll call it. R batch number. 1 minute. Yeah, resource group is given. KD-VM VM1 or VM11. And then I'll select South India. For you, in your free subscription, some locations might not be available. I mean, some regions might not be available. So pick any region that is available. So, and then infrastructure, availability set, availability zone discussions we have already done. Am I right? Yeah. So availability set, availability zone, I'm not selecting. It's okay. We will select when needed. And sir, first I'm building Windows machine 2016. And then DS1 V2, one CPU, 3.5 GB RAM. You also use the same. Done. Finished. 3389. Going into disks tab. Premium SSD not needed. Save your money. Go for standard HDD, sufficient for the speed that we want for our lab's purpose. And then, sir, NSG basic is sufficient, but normally I select advanced for safety. What is NSG? We'll discuss in networking topic coming up shortly. Shortly in the sense, most probably next weekend. Storage and networking are coming next weekend. And then the rest all options, just ignore. We'll have a conversation later when the topic comes. And the management, disable the automatic updates and keep manual updates. Disable the monitoring to save money. And I think review and create. Any questions, sir? This is what we do for a basic VM creation. No discussions, no long conversations. Done?
Yes, KD.
So after this, our immediate conversation should turn up towards one minute. It's loading. Yeah. After this, our immediate conversation should turn up towards Linux. I'm not creating Windows VM. I showed the screens. I'll go back. This time I'm selecting Ubuntu 20.04. Okay. And rest all options are same, except I have to remove SSH key and put password. Password is better, sir. Who will create keys and all that is more complicated. So same password. So in place of Windows VM, I'm creating Ubuntu, requesting you all also to create Ubuntu 20.04 operating system. So do one thing, sir. Every screenshot you don't need to take. I'll tell you which screenshots to take. Build one VM and show me that screenshot to take after building. Can you please finish it quickly? And the VM name must be obviously your name. So I'm keeping KD hyphen. You keep Charan hyphen, Mauli hyphen, Giri hyphen, Ambika hyphen, Mahi hyphen. Who is DD? I'm so sorry. Who is DD? Suresh hyphen, Hemant hyphen, Mahesh hyphen.
Deepika, I have a question here. So while creating the Windows virtual machine, we put it as KD-VM11, right? So if we select for the Linux also with the same, will it create?
Yeah, no, I did not create the last one. I didn't create it. It will fail if I create only one VM with one name.
Okay.
Actually, I did not create the last one. Disks, HDD, networking, advanced. So that's fine. Management, nothing to do. Monitoring, I have disabled. I think I'm good. So I'm just waiting for the VM to be created. If you're also creating Linux VM, and please confirm me that it is done so we can go fast, quick.
KD, I have already created. Can we rename that?
No, sir. VM name cannot. Let's give it a shot. I don't think VM name can be renamed. It's not possible. But yeah, it would not be possible. So, or get a new one better.
Okay.
So my Linux VM is getting clear. I'm sure you're following the news. Just a heads up from my end too, if you have not followed or if you're already following. I mean, I'm talking about not the news channels, but obviously the trending news on social media, LinkedIn especially, and few of the news is from the sources about the recession. I'm talking about the recession. So see again, nothing to panic. 2000, not now, sir, 2008, the worst recession ever. And even the recession before that, when 2K bubble burst. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about 2008 recession. Even that was one of the shattering recessions at that time. But this one, they say that it is not that aggressive, that dangerous. It is all because of the financial instability, because of the nature of the customer of not spending unnecessarily, or you call it inflation, all factors of war, COVID, all consequences put together. It is. So yeah, I mean, it is important to be careful at this time. It is important to be cautious. It is better important to be, no, maybe use it for learning period more. In another 2 to 3 months, we'll come to know. Less than 2 to 3 months, we'll come to know how deep and intense it will be, or it will be diluted. So as of now, the sayings are that it is not that heavily impacting recession like 2008. And you're aware, right? So last time it was Lehman Brothers Bank, which caused the instability. This time it is Swiss-based. What's the bank name? Anybody aware? Swiss-based. I forgot the bank name. So, anyway, end of the day, sir, it's not just about the bank causing trouble. It's about the whole ecosystem getting connected. If one gets affected, another gets affected, another. So that's how the chain reaction will be. So what I'm saying is, nothing to get panicked and feel like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my job and all. Definitely not. It is. But have to be watchful about what's going on. That's all. These are my inputs on the current recession. So-called trending recession in news channels. TV9 started. So
Deepak, I'm sharing my screen. Just correct me.
yeah, go ahead, please. I stopped.
Because I think I'm doing something wrong here.
Put the screenshot in your this one, sir. I mean, what do you say? In the Word document. I'll take the Word document at the last. Thank you, Srinivas. Nice. Was very fast. Ambika can't see your screen shared yet. Open the Word document and keep it, sir, because I can see it now.
The options which I selected.
No,
authentication
authentication type is the problem. Can you go back once? Let's change it to password.
Yeah.
Go back to basics once, first option. Let's go from the beginning. Yes, please. Resource group name you gave. Please come down. Ambika VM, yes. Europe South, okay. South zone you want, okay. Zone you want, good. Ubuntu free services, okay. Perfect. X64, yes. DS1v2, perfect. Change it to password, or else you'll not be able to connect. Yeah, put a username and a password. How was your last week? I mean, Monday to Friday. Hectic, normal.
Mine was a little hectic.
I belong to you, Subha. Slept 2 hours every day. 2 hours only, literally. Monday to Friday. Waiting after our class. The bed is calling.
Restore or fine.
So password is given, right? 1 minute. Can you went into storage now? Please scroll up. You already selected as HDD, perfect. And then let's go to networking. It's all perfect. And we can make NSG advanced also, or basic also is fine. That's not a big deal. Okay, SSH port is given. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, delete public IP.
Yeah.
There's an option there. If you see, it's a practice. It's a good thing to keep. Just telling, delete public IP and NIC when VM is deleted. Normally, when virtual machine is deleted, your NIC card and public IP will remain.
Okay.
So it's good to always take it. Go to management here, please. In management, you already disabled. Nothing to do. You can hit next. Let's go to monitoring. Let's go to monitoring. Yeah, in monitoring, disable the monitoring. Unnecessary money waste. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, hit then let's go to last tab and click on create. Now, did you download? Can you download Putty? Have you all downloaded Putty, by the way, after last week conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. Ambika, do you have Putty on your system?
Yeah.
Okay. Then once it is created, 6 rupees per hour. That's it. Okay. Then Ambika is done. Ambika, once the VM is created, then please keep the screenshot ready. So everyone,
I have good news from my end. I got promotion yesterday.
Congratulations. So which organization and what project do you support? Just asking, curious to know.
TFO Accenture. I joined as a senior analyst. Now I became specialist.
Congo, congratulations.
Actually, it was really a surprise from me. I didn't expect this. It's been 4 years. I'm in Accenture now.
Nice. Congratulations. We can congratulate everyone. Thank you. If you would want to.
Yeah.
You can unmute yourself and congratulate. You're busy on the video creation, I believe.
Congrats, Ambika.
Thank you.
Okay, who are in Bangalore? Time for a party.
Yeah, sure. With pleasure.
Congratulations, Ambika.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Ambika.
Thank you, Suresh.
Oh, then VM's creation is done. Then you're congratulating. Good, sir. Understood. Then some more are about to complete.
So which screenshot should we take, Deepak?
No, just the VM, this one on the screen. Oops, I'm sharing my screen. Just a minute. The last, once the VM is created, right? This screenshot.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be sufficient enough. And keep it in a Word document because all the demos we are doing, sir, I want screenshots by end of the session. Then share it to me or in the group also is fine. Okay, done. The first VM done. So can we first install SQL Server now? Shall we? Yeah. So now, last week we wanted to do this. Actually, it's last week's demo we are doing now. Please understand. I mean, so go to SQL Server Linux installation Ubuntu, right? No, sir, I'll not give Ubuntu. I'll just give SQL Server Linux installation. And here is a Linux installation guide. Let's open that. You're seeing my screen shared, right? Okay. So now, please watch. You can install SQL Server on Windows, obviously. There's nothing net new to talk about. You can install SQL Server on, won't want you to watch once, please. Yeah, are you watching my screen? I think you're doing the VM creation. Who is DD, by the way? I'm so sorry. I just want to change the name.
Hey Deepak, this is Deepak from Pune. Earlier,
Hi, Deepak. How are you?
yeah, I'm good. I was trying to join as an introduction part because we were
No
having
problem.
a plan
No
to
problem.
discuss, but
I just
we'll discuss after this class or when you will
Definitely.
get time. We'll discuss on that.
Definitely. Yes, we'll have a conversation.
Okay.
Thank
you. Yeah.
Okay. By the way, install on Windows, install on Docker containers, which we are doing now. And so anybody using BDC, because we are doing a POC on it, the proof of concept. We are still exploring it. Not very implementation wise, it is not ready for us. But I have few of my friends who are already using BDC clusters, big data clusters integrated with SQL Server. Again, it's not part of the curriculum or the course, but if any of you are interested, we can do a 15-20 minute session just to give you an overview about it, because I'm still on that learning phase for BDC. We can do an overview of it on maybe after the class, 9:15 later. Not today, but like whenever we finish, we can, whenever we have time feasibility, we can do a 15-minute conversation. Done? Okay. You all are busy with VM creation, I think. Is it done?
Yeah, it is done from my end.
Okay. So look at this, please. We can install SQL Server on Red Hat Linux. We can install SQL Server on SUSE Linux. We can install SQL Server on Ubuntu, which we are doing now. And of course, Docker. So today we will do the last, not today, whole session, sir. First we'll finish the last two immediately. So SQL Server on Ubuntu. I'm opening that. SQL Server on Ubuntu operating system. I'm opening that. So this is a document which gives you a complete overview about what to do and how to do and the entire process. So if you all are ready, shall we do it? Ready? Then let me share this Ubuntu link on the Zoom chat also. And also on the WhatsApp group. If you have by any chance open the WhatsApp web. Done. I gave the links. Okay, done. So minimum conditions are there, at least 2 GB of memory, but our VM has 3.5 GB RAM. So I think we are good from a conditions point of view. Ubuntu 20.04. Yes, ours is also Ubuntu 20.04. And then let's. So there are two types of installations on SQL Server on Linux. One is an online installation. Other one is an offline installation. By the way, so first of all, why are we doing this topic all in all, sir? Once VMs are built, normally once VMs are built, Windows VM, Linux VM building is Azure admin's job. They will build the VM and hand over to database team or application team or web server team or application server team. So we don't know. So for DevOps team, so for anyone delivery, build the VM and give. How the other end user will use is their choice. So here we are the end users right now. We got the virtual machine from Azure admin. Now we are trying to install SQL Server on it. Good, right, sir? Are we good? What are we talking about? So Azure admins build the VMs, the Windows and Linux. Okay, done. So installing SQL Server on Linux, we are doing an online method, which is the most easiest and most comfortable packed method. Very easy. So let's go for this only for the sake of looking at SQL Server on Linux. So anybody will do it. So just go and copy. So but what I'll do is let's
Laptop is Arsha.
2020.
Yes, no.
Oh, I thought that was a question for me. Okay, done. So 2022 version. So let's proceed. Import the public repository of GPG keys. So first of all, the software, SQL Server software is present in this location. What Microsoft, okay, let me prove it to you. Go to copy this link, sir. Copy this entire like a website and paste it on the browser and just press enter. What happened? Oops. Yeah. So when I did that, do you see a preview list file got downloaded? Yeah. Okay, then let me open the preview list file. Notepad. Please. So this is the website where they have packed and kept the 20.4. See, look at this. It's a FTP, file transfer protocol. Through they have put the media there. Okay. Now on that, sir, go to. I mean, I don't know where they kept it, but yeah. So this is a compressed file. You can. This is the location of the software, SQL Server software. So it's an online installation in simple words. Is that okay? Is it fine? Okay, done.
Yes.
So what we need to do is very, very simple, sir. Copy, first of all, run the first command. Sorry. Let me copy public IP. Let me open putty. Let me connect to it. So putty is one option. Also, there is something called MobiXterm. I don't know if anybody has used MobiXterm earlier. You can download MobiXterm also and use. This looks more, what do you call that? A little posh, much better version of putty. If you want it, go to session, click on SSH because you want to connect to SSH. Mention the IP address of the system and give username if you want to, KDSSG, and click on OK. And it'll ask you for a password. Password is ADMIN1431234 in my scenario. And it's asking, are you sure you want to save the password? Yes, and it will remember the password from next time. So for me, it will be easy, sir. You got the point what I'm saying. And this looks more little rich in graphical and all that. It's your choice. Huh? You want to use putty or you want to use MobiXterm? Both are one and the same. Oracle DBS will definitely know the power of MobiXterm. Paid licenses also are available, sir. So different people, different tools. Okay. So I'm clearing the screen. I'm good. So if you are ready, let's get started. Whatever you want to use, okay? No compulsion. Please use MobiXterm if you want MobiXterm. Please use putty if you want putty. But I need a screenshot at the last that your SQL Server on Linux is connected. Okay, done. Copy. First command. And I'm running. What happened? Shift right click. Okay, I copy pasted and run the command. So first one. So what this command will do is it will import the GPG keys, some keys, sir. Without that keys, you can't register to the media. So you need to run the second command, which will tell that what is the laptop, what is the server I'm using? Ubuntu server, right? This one. So I want to register with the websites that I want to download. So the keys that are needed for registration, we already downloaded in the first command. In second command, you are yeah, look at that. Yeah, so it is downloading all the needed packages. Whatever packages you want, it's ready. Okay, now. By the way, 1 second, please. If anybody wants, we are installing what now? 2022. If anybody wants 2019 or if anybody wants 2017, then click on this link. And you all know, right? SQL Server on Linux started from 2017. So it was launched in 2017, 2016, 2014, 2012, and all that. It is not available. Okay, sir. Now next one is sudo apt get update. Sudo apt get update. It will update any packages or any operating system if any packages are missing before installing SQL Server. It will update those, and it has done it. Perfect. And last one, sir, is installation screen. So now SQL Server installation has started. It is so simple. So copy paste the commands and run. This is the online version. Now, but you know what it is doing? It is going to the software location where you have the SQL Server software. From there, it is downloading the SQL Server software from there to local system. It's downloading now. I don't know why it's taking so long. It should actually not take that long. Yes, done. Everyone, unpacking is done. So technically speaking, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and run. This is the easiest installation ever you would have seen from SQL Server side. Bit slow, it's okay. My audio video are good, right?
So Ubuntu 20.04.
Yes.
Ubuntu?
Ubuntu 20.04 LTS. That is the OS.
Okay, sir. My installation is not complete. So watch this now. This step is done, right? Now it is asking, hey, configure. What do you mean by configure? You need to select SA password. You need to select which edition you want, evaluation edition, free edition, developer edition, or express edition, or what do you want? That configuration. So I'm copying this command. And I'm doing it. So it's asking which edition you want. The evaluation is free, but will expire after 180 days. Developer edition is free. It will never expire, but you can't use it for business. No production use. Express is free. You can use it for production, but database size will be max. Express is free, but you can use it for business also, but database size is max.
Limitations are there.
Correct, but numbers are 10 GB.
10 GB. Yeah.
10 GB is the max limit of database. And then web edition is a paid edition. Ignore it. Standard edition is still available. It's a paid edition. Enterprise is available, paid edition. In enterprise, also two options. Two types of licenses are there. Core based, and in core based also, one enterprise is restricted to 20 cores or 40 cores hyper threaded, And or second one is unlimited cores. So you have to pay license based on your cores, processors. Okay. Or I bought a license through a retail sales shop and I have a product key to enter. So somebody went to the store or somewhere and they have purchased it from them, or resellers. So good. So anyways, why do we talk about all the paid options? Let's talk about the free option, which is developer. I'm selecting 2. And then it is asking, do you have the license terms? Yes. And then what's the SA password? ADMIN143123445. Again, sir, ADMIN143123445. And a question to all of you, please. Sir, obviously this is SQL Server on Linux, right? You will not have Windows authentication. So the only authentication you will have is SQL authentication. Is that clear to everybody? Plus, there is one more authentication, sir, called AD authentication, Active Directory authentication. The AD accounts can be added to SQL Server on Linux. It allows. So AD is allowed, no Windows authentication, and Linux authentication is, SQL authentication is allowed, only 2. So with that, our SQL Server installation is started. And one more thing, sir. I'll stop now. I'll ask you guys to finish the labs. But before that, sir, there is one command you need to run, and you need to know, first of all, everybody, I hope you're seeing my screen. Please watch my screen once. Sir, there's a command called systemctl. Anybody having Linux knowledge will definitely know what is systemctl. By chance, if you do not have much of Linux knowledge, please chill. Systemctl is nothing but a command in Linux which will tell you, one second, let me show you. Systemctl is a command in Linux which will show you what all services, like in Windows, what do you do, sir? In Windows, what do we do? Services.msc, right? Services.msc will list all the services running in your system. Normally, that's what we do. So same way in Linux, it is systemctl is that kind of service. Wait, I'll show you better. Let me type systemctl and press enter. It will show all the services running in your system. Got it, sir? Clear? No, but again, it will be a confusion if you see like that. That is why, sir, there is a command called systemctl status. So tell me whether SQL Server is running or not. I want to know. So copy this command and run this command, sir. It will tell you whether your SQL Server is active or not. Yes, our SQL Server is pretty much active. For how long, sir? 1 minute 43 seconds. Better than Windows, you can see all this information live, sir, because in SQL Server, tell me how to find out from when SQL Server is running. Just asking in Windows, from when SQL Server is running, I want to know. 1 day, 2 days, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years. How, sir? Okay, you can answer that later, not right now. But
I think it is last reboot time, right? Restart time.
Last reboot time is one accepted answer in Windows C. Actually, in Windows itself, we can go to Task Manager, go to Performance tab, and we can see uptime. Where is uptime here?
You can expand that one.
Look at the uptime, sir. But the uptime is for the server. I would have stopped and started SQL Server, right?
MDB started.
MDB.
Yes.
That means one question is that it's an indirect way, but directly you don't have a way of finding. It's very, very tedious, very tough. Indirectly only you can find out. That's the beauty of Linux, sir. I think it's tracking. It's easy to watch. Systemctl, put it there. You can see from when your SQL Server is running. That's the beauty of Linux operating system. But so you can find out. There are other ways. There's a PowerShell script also, a small command also in SQL Server, Windows. But you need to run.
But from log file, we can get it, right, KD?
But again, going to the log and scanning and seeing it is tough, right? That's what I'm saying. Very tough. But or maybe your logs are overwritten. Who knows?
We'll give with the timestamp.
No. For example, your logs are like getting removed, archived. After 6th, 7th one comes, then the old one will go away. You might not find it. Okay, done, sir. So now ready. SQL Server Linux is ready, sir. It's ready. Now 1 minute. Sir, 2 more commands. I want to stop SQL Server. In the place of
System control status is stop.
System control, remove status and put stop there. Got it? But remember one thing, sir, it will ask you for password. It will ask you for password. Rather than that, do one thing. Before the command, always make a habit of keeping sudo. Super user do. SU sudo. Super. Katie, this is Azure class or Linux class? Azure with Linux class. But again, so sorry, because it's an opportunity, I think, is what I'm feeling. Quickly, 15 minutes more we'll spend on this one. But sir, if you have not done it, add that point to your resume, right? It looks nice. It looks appealing. To introduce also that, I have done SQL Server on Linux. I have explored. Actually, what? We wanted to launch SQL Server on Linux course also. We went ahead and made some content, made some demos, almost kept everything. And then we realized that this product is flop product. People are not flops, literally not flop. It is not flop because people are there putting POC systems. People are using it. It's just the comfort zone. Windows. It's impossible for Windows guys to go easily. Leave us, even Microsoft employees are not able to do it properly. So because I have many friends in Microsoft talking to them and they say like, oh my God, what they have given us. So anyways, back on the note, put sudo before it. Systemctl stop is the command. Same command, sir. Systemctl, but just the place of status, you put stop. Okay, I'm doing it fast. The stop is done. Now, next, I'll check status now. So when you check status now, what is it saying? SQL Server.
Failed.
It's not there. Okay, good. Let's run again, sir. This time I will do start. Now SQL Server has started. It's very fast in starting. Linux, right? And then type status. Yeah, now it is again active. So if you want to stop it, stop it. If you want to start it, start it. And sir, there's one more option, one more parameter. There's one more parameter. Restart. So it will stop and start at the same time. Got it? So systemctl status, systemctl start, systemctl stop, systemctl restart, whichever option you want to use is your choice. So SQL Server on Linux installation is done. Any questions, please? I have questions, Katie. How to connect to it? Of course, how to connect to it is very, very important. So let's go ahead and explore this one. So how to connect to it is simple, sir.
Deepak, I have a question regarding like, is it a named default?
Is it what?
Is it a named instance or default instance?
SQL Server on Linux supports only default instance. There are no named instance concept. And one more thing, Mahesh, as of today, in one machine, one SQL Server on Linux only can be installed. You can't install a second one in this computer. As of today. In future, they will improvise. But as of today, one computer, one instance only.
He is asking enter your edition. So what should I have to enter?
Select the numbers. Sir. So which one you want? Developer is good. Number 2.
Do you accept the license terms? Yes.
Please say yes. Give us a password.
Password.
Instead of giving sudo every time, we can directly give sudo su, right? No need to give sudo again.
We better don't log into that root user because we are DBAs and we will stay for as an account for us. We'll stay here only. But before that, we'll put sudo. And we are admins and we will run it.
And one more thing, Deepak, here, systemctl, we are just checking the what are the services running or
what are the services running in Linux?
Okay. Does it shows what are the services that are in stop state?
No, it will not show like that. It will show everything.
Yeah.
All the services. If you want to see any stop or start state, you can apply a filter there. There's another 5-10 minutes max. We can't because we need to finish containers also and then go for a break also. So can you tick before the break? We have to finish containers because after break I have something else also to tell you. Break is at 8. 30 minutes from now. Or 8:10.
My SQL is ready.
Nice. Now, everyone, but Zuba, just a screenshot of it once it is ready. Just dump. I mean, this one only. This installation. I mean, active. systemctl status will be there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Just take a screenshot of systemctl status and put it in your Word document screenshot. That's it. So please, Jyoti, I think except you, I think you're traveling, can completely understand. But once you reach home and once you fresh up and once you're free, sir, please ensure that the screenshots into a Word document are sent to me. And put it in the group itself, so it will be nice to see. Put it in the group itself. Ready? Because last, sir, we need to connect to SQL Server. That's all. After that, we will move. That's it. This topic is done. So now, same SQL Server on Linux, we will install on Docker next. Same SQL Server on Linux will install on Docker. Okay, containers. Sir. Subha, sorry. That you can keep in a Word document. So your VM screenshot, this.
Yes.
And then one shot that Word document in the WhatsApp group. Last.
Okay. Actually, I'm using two laptops. On official laptop, it is not accepting to connect because of the ports and all.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
KD, is there any chance that VM can reboot itself due to loads?
VM can reboot itself due to what, please?
Due to heavy load.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
awesome.
So it will initiate itself, or anyone can.
It can be a memory crunch. It can be CPU crash. It can be anything. We never know.
I think this point we discussed in last class. Based on the model, what we select, it will initiate, right? Within 32 seconds or something.
I think Giri is talking about something else, maybe on something which is working on.
We are having 16 core CPU VM, so that's what it's a production one. So just 5 minutes back, it has been failed over to Node 2 and it has been rebooted. Sorry, it has been shut down directly.
Jyoti reached.
Is Mobi Extreme is also downloadable or web version?
Downloadables. If you can see MOBA Xterm. I mean, you love it, huh? You know, it looks nice. MOBA Xterm download. And you can go to this MOBA Xterm website. And please go for the home edition, the free one, and just download it. If your office laptop does not allow to downloads or something, then maybe personal PC only is what you need to use. The paid version is excellent, Mobile Xterm. It's even better than
Okay, KD, the IP which got created for Linux VM, it is not able to RDP. I tried with 2 VM.
RDP or it's not able to do putty.
RDP.
No, so putty. Please use. No,
Okay.
putty.
Sorry.
Please use putty.
Okay, forward.
No problem.
SQL admins.
We are not Linux admins. Absolutely accepted.
So I done my installation. How to log in that one?
No, we'll do that. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Ram. Just relax meanwhile. 2 minutes. We'll finish. So we are stepping ahead towards 8. So we need to finish this soon.
No, I need to know that SQL is working fine or not. How can I do?
Okay. System CTL status you have. System CTL. Somebody is on the phone. Oh, not yet. System CTL status. Remember that in the document. Are you seeing my screen share?
Yeah.
Okay. In the steps itself, after doing configuration, the next step is this one. So you can run the system CTL command. It will tell you whether your SQL server is running or not.
Yeah, active. So I need to take the screenshot.
Yeah, take that screenshot and put it in the Word document, sir, if you have it handy. The SQL server is running, but we have not connected to it. So shall we quickly connect to it now? Ready? Yes, chalo. Then the first one, please be aware that SQL Server doesn't come with Management Studio by default. Oh, sorry, not Management Studio. Management Studio is not even available in Linux. That's out of scope. So second thing is even the SQL CMD that you use to connect to SQL Server to instance, SQL CMD, even that is not available by default. So you need to install the SQL CMD tool, the second installation kind of. And by the way, sir, the joke about SQL Server on Linux is if you want agent is also not available by default. You have to install SQL Server agent separately. If you want log shipping, sir, you have to install log shipping separately. If you want always on AG, you have to install always on AG separately. So absolutely everything is a package that you have to install on SQL Server on Linux, package by package. It might sound a little irritating, but that's how it is. It doesn't come as a bundle at one shot. No. Okay, clear? Yes, please.
Yeah, yes.
Perfect. Deepak, are we good? Just, I know it's first session, so I'll not ask you to come on camera, but still, are we good? This question is for Deepak. Okay, done. So, okay, sir. Let's move on. So sudo apt get ran the command. Okay, done. Now next is sudo install curl. And it's asking, are you sure? Do you want to? Yes. So it's installing curl, sir. Curl is a package with which we can do the installation. Okay. I mean, curl is a kind of a tool with which you can do the installation. Okay, now SQL CMD, you are doing installation through curl. CURL. Okay, done. So these two are done. Next command, import the GPG keys. Done. Then, sir, install the Ubuntu
repository.
First to import the GPG keys. Okay, and then registering the repository. You have registered. Now install the software to install SQL CMD command tools. I hope you're seeing the command on the screen. MSSQL-tools. That is the one that you're installing right now. And then, sir, it's asking, do you want to continue? Yes. Sir, I think this is the only colorful screen you will see here. The rest all are black and white only. So please say yes. Use arrow marks, please. Don't try to click with mouse if it is a habit. So just say arrow mark and say yes. And okay, second time again, the same color screen, sir. Yes. Okay, done. Now complete. So SQL CMD, the tool to connect to SQL Server, is getting installed. Almost done. I hope you have your water bottles with you. Hope you're drinking water.
Is there any material or any book we can learn?
Yes. I'll be sharing it. Yes, you will be getting it. And in the website, I think even I did not upload the previous recordings. That also I'll finish today.
No, not about the Azure. I'm asking about the SQL. So I'm preparing for the interviews.
SQL. Or I can do one thing. I'll share some questions that I have with all of you. If you would want to refer to that, that's also fine. I'll share some questions.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
About Azure. I'm asking about SQL.
I'm talking about SQL only.
Yeah, thank you.
How many pages, Guruji?
Above, it will be a lot of pages.
Yeah, you can share me because I can.
I'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, done, sir. Now, and by the way, Ram, if you're looking for an opportunity, please be cautious in choosing the company at the current situation where we stand. Normally, it shouldn't be a concern, but ideally in this scenarios, we should be very, very watchful. So let the offers roll in. But if you're finding it in a decision-making process, feel free to connect. We can have a conversation.
Because right now I don't have any job because I quit my old job due to night shift.
Then let's opt for any. But just letting you know.
Yeah, but because due to night shifts, I have some health issues, so I quit that one.
Okay.
Sir? I'm only the one of the DBA. Only one DBA. That's it.
One man army.
One man army at any time.
Hey, just like you, Giri, in Britannia, right? Britannia Biscuits. They have Bangalore office here. So they have they're on the show with one DBA. So it's very tough. The DBA is tough. For them, it's okay. Done. So, by the way, MS SQL, this is tools. The first command is installing tools. Second command is if there are any updates. That is just now we installed. Why will there be updates? But still, okay. For your satisfaction, if you want to click OK and do, please do. Yeah. Then why will there be updates? Just now you. So done, sir. And then, by the way, 1 second, sir. Last two commands are the most important. Nothing. If you know what's a bash profile, it's okay. If you are not aware what's a bash profile in Linux, sir, it's like updating your environment variables. In Windows also we have. Shall I show you? In Windows, where do we have it? Environment variables. Where do we have in Windows, sir? Mine's blank. Right click on this PC. Go to properties. Go to advanced system settings. Yes, here we are. And do you see environment variables? Yes, sir. In Windows, we have a lot of environment variables. Whenever you're installing, actually in Windows, that is why the beauty of Microsoft is that, sir, they will hide everything and do everything in the background, give a customer a nice experience. So whenever you install any software, in the background, environment variables are updated automatically. So you will not find a big impact or big difference to do those commands. But in Linux, it's not like that. So you have to run these two commands to update the bash profile. If you don't update the bash profile, sir, SQL CMD command that you are trying to run, it will not run. Okay. So both commands are absolutely important to run, which I have done just. Are we good? Last two commands, don't miss them. Okay, I'll clear the screen. So now SQL CMD, look at the command. Now it's time to connect. -S. Whose question was that? Like how many instances we can install? I'm sorry, whose question was that? Mahesh, it's your question, right? See, Mahesh, now there is only a single instance in this, Mahesh, just one instance. So that is why I'm giving SQL CMD -S localhost, and I'm not telling instance name. No need to tell instance. Localhost means local computer. So no need to tell any instance. Is that clear, Mahesh? I mean, this is a proof for your question that you asked. -S, login name is what's a -U means? SA And SA password, you know already, ADMIN1431234 and click on enter, sir. Now I'm connected to SQL Server. Select at version will tell you, and then go. Select at every command you have to type go, and that is SQL Server Developer Edition 64-bit on Linux, sir, and Ubuntu 20.04 is the operating system. SQL Server 2022 is what I have installed. You can see this now. So RC means release candidate. It is not officially released yet. It is RC1.
Shall we take the screenshot?
Yes, please. If this is done, sir, take a screenshot of this and put it in your Word document. Sir, I need those screenshots, please. Please don't take me wrong, because it's a proof that you have literally finished it in the class.
Yeah, sure.
And for every demo, so from now onward till the end of the course, every demo I need screenshots, and that is what.
What's Putty, I think so. Something is a bit coloring.
Yeah, this is like once somebody's at the door. Just a minute.
Yeah, sure. If anyone have any openings, please refer me. So I can.
Sure.
Sure, Rama.
We have 2 Mahidars in our class.
Ready?
Sorry, Ambika.
We have 2 Mahidars in our class. I can see
Oh.
Mahidar.
Okay, I logged in from my mobile as well as TP.
Oh,
Both.
okay.
Shesha Reddy. Ram Shesha Reddy.
Japan Giri.
నీకు ఒక నెంబర్ పింగ్ చేశాను డేటా వైల్ లా ఇమిడియట్ జాయినింగ్
Hello. Personal check. Personal. You can do personal.
No, master. Shesha wants to any opening. That's what I provided one number in data.
Oh, okay. Hey, Shesha, Ram, I also have one. Somewhere somebody sent me yesterday. I'll forward that as well.
Yeah, sure.
I'll put it in the group. Somebody sent me yesterday.
One of my friends is working in data well, so they are looking for immediate guidance. That's what I provided this number.
Yeah.
HS number.
Nice.
KD, can I share my screen for a while?
Sure. My 1 second, I'll stop my screen share.
Yeah.
1 minute, sir. So everyone, this is it's how you connect to SQL Server on Linux. One more, before you share your screen. So if you have, everybody, please listen, sir. If you have Management Studio installed in your system, same system, there is a wonderful way of doing this one. Let me show you. Go to there's a public IP for this machine, right? Public IP for the machine. Copy the public IP. Okay. Open Management Studio in your local system if you have it. If you have it, or from anywhere, sir. From anywhere, any Management Studio from anywhere which has access to internet. From there, you can directly connect to SQL Server on Linux. That's a beauty. No headache needed, sir. Happily, this. Yeah, look at this now. I'll show you. I've given the IP, right? Sir, default port number is 1433 only. And by the way, Mahesh, one more point for you. We can install one instance only, Mahesh. Port number of SQL Server also will be 1433 only. You can't change it in Linux at the moment. I mean, you can change it. Yeah, but it will remain default 1433. It will remain, sir. Let me double check we can change it or not. So done. That's it. And then SQL authentication, then SA, password ADMIN14312345. I'm connecting to SQL Server 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say it will go or not. If it fails, sir, if it is not connecting, it could be a firewall issue because I'm using my office laptop. Anybody from your system, do you want to try once? Same, I'll give you my usernames and passwords here. Shall I? Because I'm sure my laptop, it will not, might not work. This is IP, sir, my IP. And then username is SA. I mean, login name is SA. And password is admin143123445. If somebody wants to give it a shot, please do. And Deepak, are you there? I'm sorry, could not hear you, sir, when you said something. It's failing. But 1 minute.
Mine, same error.
Okay. Then I suspect it could be firewall issue in the system also. 1 minute, sir. Let me go to networking. Let me enable. Okay, got it. So got it. We did not enable. Did you notice here? We did not enable 1433 port because it's connecting on 1433 port, right, sir? You need to go in virtual machine, go to networking tab. Go to networking tab. Here, add inbound port. Can you see? Add inbound port rule, sir. And I can add any star, I can give 1433 and just say, that's it. Click OK. Click on add, sir. And it's adding. Now let me try. The rule is getting added. Just a second. So this is the topic I'll tell in networking. Networking topic next. Okay, done. Rule is created. Let me give it a shot now. 1, 2, 3. Yes, done. That's the problem. So see now, this is easy, right? Array installing and all that, who will do, sir? SQL CMD and all that. If you don't want, you can connect from your local laptop and you will be more comfortable also.
Which protocol we need to select while creating the
default TCP IP only.
KD, can you show that
we selected as any.
So go to networking tab.
Okay.
And in that, add inbound port rule.
Okay.
Right? And in that, any star, any, just leave everything, sir. Except in the place of 8080, you add 143. And come down and just click add. I already have it. That's why it's throwing an error. Except in the place of 8080, just put 1433 and click on add. That's it. And click on add, sir. It should be saved.
Okay. Done.
Is it connecting? Can you please check once if you have Management Studio? If you don't have Management Studio, please download the latest Management Studio.
Yeah, right now I am not having. I'll download and I'll check.
Yeah. So 6 minutes more. Still did not start Docker. Can we make it fast? Yes, please. You wanted to share your screen with me. Go ahead.
Yes, it's just a while. Are you able to view my screen?
Yes, I can see now.
Okay. Putty, this step I am following. This fourth one. I stuck here. So no output is coming after.
That's it. That's it. Yes, that's it.
So okay, then
no. One more command is there below that. Second command.
Both I have executed already.
Can you show us one? Can you show us once?
Can I execute it again?
Yeah, no problem. N number of times is always.
Yeah.
Now it's done. Type SQL CMD, please. Only type till SA. Only type till SA. Don't give the password.
Okay.
Till there. Yeah.
Okay.
Enter.
And it's enter. Huh?
Yeah. And put password.
Yeah, I'm able to connect SD from SQL Server.
Now this screenshot you put it, sir. That should be sufficient in your Word document. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Not the entire one. The last connectivity is sufficient. Yeah, that last part that you are connected to SQL. Put selected versions. It looks much more interesting. If you can. Yeah.
Yeah, it's working for me, KD.
All good. All good. Okay. Thanks, Ram. But please add this one. So please
select.
in your resume, definitely add SQL Server on Linux and put that. Yes, please. Yeah, go.
Select that version.
Go. After that, type go and press enter. That's now take a
Okay.
snapshot.
Okay. Done. Thanks.
We don't use SQL CMD much, right? So that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, then put it in the Word document. Okay, so whoever are not, sir, I need the Word document at the last. If not, at least by Word document by today. Giri, I know you're an office work in patching activity in parallel. So please do share once you're free. But today is today, because tomorrow we have some more lined up. We'll not have time. Okay, done. So then may I share my screen and shall we move fast now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, anybody have any concerns? Are we good? Are we clear? SQL Server on Linux is all about this. Now, so 1 minute. Next one, all of you, I want you to download. Do you want to do Docker demo right now with me in parallel? Then please go to Google and type Docker download. When your download is going on, you start the installation also. So Docker download, go to docker.com website. Go to docker.com website, and the first option you will get is download Docker desktop. So please, if it is office laptop, make sure that you will have the needed, approvals. Are you allowed? If you're allowed, then go ahead. Click on Docker desktop downloads, this one. I already have Docker in my system, so that's why I'm not downloading. Let me know once you are ready.
Yeah, it's downloading. Yeah, it's downloaded. Shall I go and install?
Which one, sir?
Docker desktop.
Is it install done?
No.
You are about to start. Okay, then. Yeah. So Docker desktop, once you download, when you install, I already have it. So it opens up like this. Can you share your screen, by the way? I already have it installed, sir. So we will talk the instructions on your screen. So Ram, can you please share your screen?
Yeah, let me know.
Hope everybody are seeing Ram's screen. Yeah, Ram, start the installation, sir. Yeah. So now this is exactly how it looks. So what is Docker? What is it? We will talk. First, let the installation start. This installation will take a little time. That's why I'm asking all of you to. Yeah. 1 second. No. Oh, you did.
Two screens.
Okay. Yeah. See, sir, that's it, sir. That's it. Installation is going on. 4.14.0 is what Ram is installing. So same way, please, you also start the installation. Ram, keep us informed if any error comes up. I think nothing should come. So all of you, are you installing Docker on your system?
Yes, KD.
No, not for you. I'm just saying because, hello. Put the headphone in his or her. I can't see her. Baby boy. Girl. Okay, can't see. Hi.
Hi. Chappu.
She has
I think he needs some chocolates.
Yeah, good morning. Just now she woke up, I think.
Hi, uncle.
Too serious.
Hi,
Whatever you say, I think she's still feeling a little drowsy.
No, she is suffering from cold.
Oh, that is the reason. Hello. And moreover, look at the climate in Bangalore. Guys, I mean, since yesterday, oh my God. You should look at the climate, sir. Mind-blowing climate. I mean, little drizzle, but for kids it would be tough, but little drizzle. And that little drizzle is since yesterday till today, even now. Little means as little as a crisp drizzle. The best climate to drive.
But we're stuck with classes.
Yesterday, I drove around 20-30 kilometers there was an office party they called us. So 30 kilometers around precisely.
Yesterday in Bangalore, I think a lot of loads are.
PM is there, right? Yeah. PM was here, but no, it was on the other side, towards Whitefield and that way. So yeah, PM was here yesterday to inaugurate the new airport, I believe.
Yeah. One of my friend was staying in Hebbal. He said that we are unable to go for chai also.
Chai wala will do that, right? So
yeah, they are saying that we are not even allowed to go for tea.
Okay, but when actually fully blocked, and Mysore was like crazily cramped yesterday, it seems. And but anyways, nice.
Today in Andhra, Vizag, everything is blocked.
Oh, is he going to Vizag today?
He already went last night.
Oh.
After that inauguration in the
what is he inaugurating in Vizag?
He's stoning that some development things, 15,000 something.
Microsoft's mutton shop.
Might be he's opening one more chai wala shop and bhaji shop, pakoda.
But yesterday, I mean, at least the route I went, it was no traffic, it was all clear. So good. Hey, but airports are mind blowing. I mean, really nice. It is. Recently, I just went to pick up my wife, but it was like super, very nice. Well being done.
So Terminal 2 is domestic or international, Deepak?
I think they are planning to split that for domestic and international separately. That's what I don't know the full details, but you know, they are being expanding very nice, and even the underpass and the roads have changed, and oh god, it's too big.
And they are planning to attach that metro. Once metro done, everything is being good.
If metro comes, it is like it's like Chennai has it, right? Chennai has airport connectivity through metro. Correct,
no,
right?
Mumbai, sorry, Bangalore, Delhi.
Delhi has. I'm talking about Chennai. Chennai also has, right?
No, Chennai doesn't have. Chennai has this local train one, not the metro one.
No. Actually, metro is there.
No. Near airport. If you want to go to airport, right? Through metro, you can just go there and you can exactly drop at the airport itself in Chennai. They have done it. I've been there, I think.
Previously, they banned for underpass for that airport one, for the metro one. But due to a lot of issues, they went for metro.
Anybody staying in Chennai? Anybody is from Chennai?
Actually, my friend traveled through. Every time he will get at Chennai airport, he will board metro and
It's easy. It's easy.
Shall I go and clone and restart?
Is it done?
Yeah.
Okay, then you might get disconnected. So please go ahead. So restart the mission. So everyone, is Docker desktop done, sir? Because we'll do one thing. We'll take a break and be back.
Any Windows requirement, because it got failed on my PC.
Can you share your screen? I know what it is, what error that has come up. So can you please share your screen once? That's why I'm waiting actually. Yeah. See, failed for one requirement, Docker desktop. Oh, okay. Yours is not. Can you do MS Info 32 once?
OS version is different.
I think your OS is not Pro or it's Home, I believe, or single language. Let us see once. Then Ambika, then you can. It's Pro. Oh, okay. You don't have latest patch, I believe.
Okay.
Windows 10 Pro only, but you don't have the latest patch, which needs. Close this. What is the web? Can you please close this? It is saying what? 18363 plus edition. I mean that latest patch you need. Okay. Can you type that text on Google once? Is it your personal PC?
Yes.
Okay. You can do it later then. Only thing is you need to download the latest Windows 10 patch.
Okay.
If you do that, then it will be good enough. If you Google for this, you'll get the link to download. Try it, Ambika, or else we'll see at the last.
Yeah.
So, all of you, are we ready? Are you installing Docker? Is it done? Because we will take a 5-minute break and be back. I'm pausing the recording right now. Welcome back.
KD, while installing Docker, I'm getting that BIOS issue.
Okay, then do one thing, sir. For whomever Docker is working, pretty good. From whomever it is not working, for whomever it is not working, I'll tell you what to do, sir. Please wait. Okay. So first of all, let me explain the story of Docker. Let's get started. Yeah, on the screen, sir. So, I mean, ideally, what is Docker? First of all, one thing everybody should absolutely understand is that Docker is an evolution. Docker is a I mean, the gradual phase of improvisation, enhancements, the way we reach with technology, right? The way we have reached with technology. Docker is something similar. So in the initial days, olden days, golden days, used to have a virtual machine. I'm sorry, used to have a laptop or a server, powerful one, very powerful. On that, you used to install VMware, Hyper-V, VirtualBox, a lot of softwares, virtualization softwares, I mean to say. And then you used to install Windows operating system or Linux operating system on it. And then on that, you used to install applications. So infrastructure, sir, hypervisor. I mean, hypervisor means Microsoft product. VMware is a Linux. VMware is a VMware product. Oracle VirtualBox is an Oracle product. So like that, you used to build virtual softwares, virtualization softwares, and on that you will install guest operating system, and on that you will install SQL Server. So, a question to all of you. See, in my laptop I have Oracle VirtualBox. Can you see this? Yeah. So I already have a VM in this. Can you see this? I've created a VM. And if you use this VM, sir, first creating VM itself will take half an hour. After VM creation, SQL Server installation, another half an hour or 15-20 minutes at least. The time-taking process, sir. It's time-taking process. It's a lot of time-taking process. Do you want to do this? Fine. This is traditional method. What if I tell you, laptop, your laptop, one operating system like Windows or Linux or one operating system. On that, how about putting a container engine, which is nothing but Docker, which you have installed, which you are installing or which you have installed in your system. Docker. So like Docker, there are many container engines, many other companies. IBM has, a lot of other companies have. So Docker is one of the world famous container engine. What will Docker or container engines do? Sir, you can skip the layer of operating system. No guest, one more operating system. Already you have one operating system, that's it. No more. So, and moreover, operating system is a load, sir. See, my laptop has got 16 GB RAM. I gave 4 GB RAM for this operating system, 4 GB for this one, 4 GB for this one. So what happens, sir? 4 taken, and my laptop will not get anything. It will get only 4. So guest operating systems are very, very, very put load on the system. Container is not like that, sir. 16 GB RAM will be with your laptop only. Containers will use the underlying platform and build applications directly. Building application in a container is so easy. So easy. If you want proofs, sir.
Screen sharing. I don't see.
Now you will see. I'm so sorry. Nobody asked me, but maybe you're observing the theory. I'm so sorry. So thanks, Ambika. See, laptop, virtualization, VMware, Oracle VirtualBox, anything. And on that, guest operating systems. I'm so sorry. And on that, you're building applications. So if I have 16 GB RAM in my system, 4 GB I'm giving for my first operating system, 4 GB for my second operating system, 4 GB for my third operating system, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 12 gone. And my laptop is left with 4 GB RAM only. This is what you do in your office environment also. This is how virtual machines are built. When it comes to this one, sir, Docker. So first your laptop or server, on that one operating system. On the operating system, you'll put one container engine like Docker. And Docker will simply create your applications that you're looking for just like that in seconds. So please be aware. Installing an operating system takes a lot of time. Do you agree or not?
Yes.
Too much time.
Yeah.
You can skip, and 3 operating systems means 3 much time. And then on that you can put, rather than doing all this left side nonsense, it's easy to do containers right side. This picture, sir. That is why. So my laptop is the infrastructure here. My Windows 10, this is the operating system. I have Windows 10 is the operating system here. I have already installed Docker in my system. I already have it, sir. I'll show you if you want. Give me a second. And on that, I'm going to create applications in seconds. Without any theory, let me jump to practicals now. Sir, I have Docker desktop. I'm opening it.
KD, is Docker going to use my system resources now?
Yes, it will.
I have only 4 GB.
That's okay, sir. We'll build any very basic app. No problem.
In my machine, while installing Docker, Deepak, I'm getting an WSL installation incomplete. Maybe
I'll show you,
update some MSI.
Correct. You need to install WSL, Windows Linux, actually. Windows on Linux. So Linux subsystem will be installed on your Windows operating system. Then only Docker will work. It's WSL2, right? It says WSL2.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, sir, what to do. So everyone, first watch this. By the way, so you don't need to learn Docker, actually. You need to learn Azure, actually, rather than Docker. So we'll talk about that. So everyone, I'm on my Docker laptop, sir. I installed, sorry. On my laptop, I have Docker. I have opened Docker. There are 3 tabs or 4 tabs somewhere here. First one, sir, containers is the tab. Are there any containers running on my system right now? It's empty. There are no containers here because this is an advertisement. I mean, this is like a first screen, sir. Okay. And now what do you want to put on the Docker now? Any application. So go to Docker website, which you saw just a moment back. Docker website. And sir, or even best option, go and search for Docker Hub. Sir, Docker Hub is a place where Docker company has kept all the softwares, applications that you can put on Docker. So look at this. All the applications you are seeing on the screen here, all are 1 billion downloads. So 1 billion download is not a joke. Look at this. BusyBox, Nginx, MongoDB, Alpine, Node, Redis, Python, MySQL, Postgres, HTTPD web server, MariaDB, Docker by Docker, Memcached, and so there are a lot of applications that you can put on Docker, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Okay, so can we put SQL Server on Docker? 200%. Is it available? Yes. Do we need to search? Yes. So look at this on the left hand side. Windows Dockers and Linux Dockers are available. Right now, you're on Windows operating system, right? You can put Linux Dockers. If you are on Linux operating system, you can put Windows Docker. So what will Docker technically do? You can run Linux applications on Windows, Windows applications on Linux also. That is also one more flexibility Docker is giving. Okay, anyways, we are on Windows, so we want Linux containers, sir. I have selected it. And in this, what do you want? SQL Server. So give me a minute. Let us search for SQL Server. Or if you can't go through the long list, sir, just search for SQL Server. It will be there. Or just let me say MS.
It is in down, Deepak. Can you scroll down? I can see it.
Where did you see it? Did you see it?
Little up. MS
SQL tools it was.
Oh, yeah, but Linux. One second, sir. Let us search for. So bad.
This one.
Okay, done, sir. Leave it. If you can't find, it's okay. So by the way, shall I do one thing, sir? Not only putting
one thing, KD, Microsoft SQL Server Ubuntu based images.
So what I'm saying is, that's okay. Nearly on 10,000 searches are there, we have a long list and all. So let me show you one thing. May I put HTTPD on Docker? Putting SQL Server on Docker takes 5 minutes. That's okay. So may I show you this also? A web server. So copy this command, open command prompt. Okay. And open command prompt and run this command. If you have installed Docker, sir, then only you can run this command. So it is downloading the image to the system. Wait and watch, and you'll see in 2 minutes. Image downloaded, right? Now go to Docker software, go to images, sir. Just now you downloaded HTTPD image. Now go to images and click on run. When you run the image, sir, and it will ask you, are you sure? Yes, run. Yes, run. Now go to containers once, it is starting. So using the image, sir, it will start one container. Now go to containers and watch. Is the container ready? Just the same.
Ours are saying that Docker desktop failed to start.
So there could be some issue. We'll have to see why it's failing. But no, 1 second, sir. This is not what we want to do in the lab.
Okay.
I don't want you all to do Docker. I want you all to do, understand the concept first. So first images, download the Docker image. Once the image is downloaded, click on play and it will create the container. Is that okay? Is that clear?
Yeah.
So, sir, the whole concept of Docker is, in simple words. I mean, again, pretty simple words if we are speaking. The whole concept of Docker is download an image, run the image, and you will see the containers created. So now, can people use this container? It's a software. It's installed. People can use it. See, and how much seconds it took to create? Few seconds. Now, same way, let's go to download SQL Server Linux on Docker. SQL Server Linux on Docker. So install containers for SQL Server on Linux. Look at this one, sir. Okay, if they are not showing on their hub, it's okay. It's their problem. Let them not show. We will see from here, sir. So let me copy this command. Put it in a notepad to show you. Yeah, sir. Remove the word sudo because we are not running on Linux. So Docker pull 2022 latest. So look at this. How much you struggled. First, you have to create a Linux VM in Azure. Yes. On that, then you have to install SQL Server on Linux. Yes. Then you have to install tools. Yes. And then you have to connect to it. Is it not irritation for all of you, sir? Huge process. Why? Why, sir? When there is an easy option called Docker. So first, clear the screen. Install Docker, sir. Fine. So by the way, after this, I'll move to the next topic because we're getting late. Yeah. So now SQL Server image is getting downloaded. SQL Server image.
This, no, I mean, you have specified a SQL Server 2002 latest, right? Is it different for specific version?
Yeah, 2017, 2019 must be having separate links, but this is for 2022. In the same link, you should be having an option as well. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. For 2017, you want, for 2019, you want, you can check from here. Docker for 2017, Docker for 2019. Okay, done, sir. Now look at the steps, please. Everyone, please watch, sir. The first command is for pulling the image, pull. Second one is for running the Docker command. Docker run -e. EULA is nothing but end user license agreement. You are saying, I accept the license agreement. And then you are saying what's a -e means MS SQL password. So I have to provide a password here. Strong password. Admin 143 12345. Okay. And then remove the slash, sir. -p 1433 1433. -name =1. Host name =1. -d, and then, sir, the image that you have downloaded just now. If you run this command, sir, your Docker will start. And you only see in how many seconds SQL Server will start.
KD, this is Mahidhar. Me and Suresh lost your connection from past time.
Because you were on people are not on video, so I put them in waiting rooms just for a few minutes, nothing more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I restarted my TP after installing Docker.
Oh, okay.
So
nothing done. I'll repeat what we have done. No worries. So please understand Docker concept. I'm just showing you. So image pull is done. SQL Server image pull is done. Go to images now and see. 1.6 GB image you have, right? Yes, sir? Yes?
Yeah.
But KD, SQL Server also you can go and play, right? You can just click on run, KD. Yeah, I will run, sir. See, but it will fail. It will fail because you did not mention some parameters that for SQL Server is compulsory. So that is why your Docker will not start. See, go to containers, SQL Server container will not start because some parameters you have to mention for SQL Server. So I'll delete this. Okay. And now this is the HTTPD one. So like this, by the way, in a system, how many instances can you install maximum? How many SQL Server instances can we install maximum in a system?
50 for Windows.
50 for Windows. So in Docker, you can install thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands if you want. So there's no rule. You can put n number of instances that you want. Only thing is you should have proper resources. So if you want extra space and storage, go to volumes and add extra hard disk if you have any. Docker will use this storage for all its necessities. So it's a great platform. So trust me, nowadays people are using Docker like crazy. And then now the image is ready now. So when clicking on start right here in optional settings, whatever you have mentioned in the notepad, right, sir, accept EULA. I can put here parameter one by one. Okay, this is the variable and what's the value? Y. Okay, and then add a next variable, sir. MS SQL password. I mean, graphically, if you want to do, I'm saying. If you don't want to do all that nonsense, sir, run that command. Khatam. Okay, then what, sir? I mean, sir, if you don't want to do all this parameter values passing and all, ignore it. Just cancel it. Okay. I go to run command, copy this command as is and just run it. And what it will do, sir? What it will do? It will run the Docker. See how many seconds it is? Less than 1 second. And in containers, you can see your SQL Server connected, ready. And did you notice, sir, what is the port number I gave to for this one? 2 port numbers I gave. I'll explain the story. Please, 1 second. So what is the typical port number, sir? 1433. What do you think? Which to instance name? How should you connect? So I'll open Management Studio in my laptop itself. Okay, and I'll give SQL1 because that is the name I gave for my container. SQL1, 1433, and give password. If 1433 is not connecting, okay, then try 3060, which is the actual correct port number, sir. And now you connect to the Docker. So, sir, Docker was, to build Docker, you took some seconds. That's it, just some seconds. Or even best option, sir, mention localhost. See, sir, is SQL Server on Linux ready? How much time it took, sir? So this is a power.
Some seconds.
In seconds, you have your SQL Server ready. And in seconds, you have added that to your SQL Server. Docker is like a wonderful platform, trust me. So I'm not deviating from our agenda at all. We are completely in Azure only. First, why I am showing this one is, if you can see how Docker container works, now the same container I'm going to create in the cloud. So I want you all to do that demo, sir, not the Docker demo. You saw here, right? Sufficient. Same demo we will do on the cloud now. So you can mention in your resume that I have done Docker demos, Docker also, and I know Azure containers also. So it's called as the same Docker container concept in Azure is called as Azure containers.
And here in the container, you kept the SQL Server.
Correct. So SQL Server is present inside the container now. Who is hosting the container? Docker software. Docker software is hosting the container. And Ambika, if you really notice one thing, Docker website, if you go and look at that Docker logo, right? It's a dolphin with a lot of containers on it. So just imagine a ship cargo, a very thoughtfully done logo of the company. A ship cargo carries a lot of containers, and they are saying that we are a dolphin that we can carry a hell lots of containers like massive.
We can assume like in in one PC we can install different databases.
Yes,
like
no, not only and Ambika, did you notice the reason why I showed the other HTTPD demo also is because it is not just about databases. It is about anything that you want to put. See, Ambika, normally as of today, what I observed, I'll tell you, developer server, development, right? Development and non-production servers, not production. There are some people who are using production also Dockers. That's a different story. But non-production environments, everybody, I hope you're listening, sir. Very important point. Trust me, in the next 2 to 3 years, if you don't see the way it changes, non-production servers, people are using Dockers. Meaning, you don't have to wait for server VM build, then SQL Server Windows installation, or Linux installation, then SQL Server installation. Nay, in 5 seconds or just in an hour, you can give it to the customers. Application teams.
In the production also, a few people are.
There are people who are using containers in the production. You're absolutely right. But massive scale, if you see in the companies, right? SQL Server on Linux, I'm saying. SQL Server on Windows also, or Docker, overall Docker. So look at the companies that are listed in Docker hubs. I don't know if you have taken it seriously or if you're seeing it or not. But sir, look at the companies that are listed. MariaDB, MongoDB, which database is not there? Which database is not there is my question, so not which is there. If you are not on Docker, that you are outdated. And if we are not learning Docker, sir, we are outdated. Simple, very simple logic. But not Docker, I'm saying containers as a concept. So please, I hope, don't do this one. If you're doing Docker demo, fine, fantastic. You can do that. Sir. I'll be more than happy if you can finish and send. If you are not doing that container demo, let's do Azure containers. Ready? So we'll finish Azure containers now?
Yes,
Yes,
sure.
one more question, Deepak. I just sorry for interrupting.
Oh, no.
See, if we install any like SQL Server, Mongo, MySQL, any in the Docker, will the applications connect from the Docker database itself?
Okay. So what you're saying is, there is a HTTPD or some other application, and there is Docker here, a database. So can this application and this database connect? Absolutely, yes, they can connect. So connectivity between them is possible. I mean, see, Ambika, whatever you want to do, that's completely possible.
Okay.
And sir, you might ask one question, right? KD, hold on. Fine. Before we move on, accept EULA means license agreement. MS_SQL_SA password is password. KD, why did you give 2 port numbers? That's a question you should ask me. So 2 port numbers are nothing but for my local laptop, in my laptop, I'm telling my laptop, hey laptop, port number is 3060. Inside the container, what is the port number, sir?
1433.
1433. These two get mapped, linked. So inside your container, so by the way, going back to Mahesh, your question, one instance only is possible, 1433 only is possible. Default instance is only possible, 1433 is only possible. So you can't change this one here. So outside port number, put 3060. Link this to. That's it, sir. I'm done.
And if see, if we keep the databases, the database is growing, how we can manage that?
If the what? Okay, can you be a little louder? Can't hear.
In the SQL Server, we are keeping the databases and we are using it, and DB size is growing. How we can manage that?
Okay, so see, now the challenge here is 2 things, right, Ambika? How many containers you are keeping on the Docker? How many containers you are keeping? Unlimited containers is not an option, because definitely every container, whenever they do the processing, CPU queries running and everything, they use your system resources end of the day. I'm talking about CPU and memory. Okay, your question might be, where are the restrictions? How can I pull and say you can't cross it? Even I am not an expert in Docker, to be frank. I don't know. Second thing, if you want more volumes and storage, if you want, then volumes is the option. So if you want space, you can add more storage here. So volume part, I'm aware. How to restrict one container and say, hey, container, you use this much resources only, that I'm not aware at the moment, but we can find out. Let me see if I can find out an answer. Yeah, I have tested.
Just trying to understand how the Docker works.
100%. See, simple concept, right? You have an image, first of all. You have an image, okay? And using the image, see now, let me show you one more thing if you're okay with this. So I'm installing, I'm running one more, second one, okay? What I will do, 3060 we gave, right? I'll give 3061. Everyone, I'm showing you the second container I'm creating. I'll call this as SQL 2. Okay, I'll call it as SQL 2. So same container, same command, I'm going to run it again. Ambika, one more container ready. But remember, both containers are using the same image and creating a fork, copies of it. So copies and copies and copies and copies and copies, and like Rajnikant in Robo 2 or Robo 1. So just get replicated. So 3062 and it's equal 3. And I'm going for a SQL 3 container. One more container, sir, as many containers as you want, and the system supports. And now
this command from where we got?
I'm showing, sir. We think that's where you went into waiting room. This command where you got the website only. How to install SQL Server on Docker. Just Google for installing SQL Server on Docker. If you Google for it, the first link is what you get. Okay, in that, go to Docker, sir. This is the command. This is the Docker Linux containers. There is no Windows container available. So in this, if you scroll down to the last, to the bottom, first you need to download the Docker image. And after that, here is the command. So this is a command. I just modified the command, nothing much. And now look at this one, sir. How many Dockers are running in my system for SQL exclusively? And all of them milliseconds, less than a second. And now how to connect, sir? First one you connected with 3060, right? Second one you connect with 3061. Okay, and then you connect with 3062. Look at this one, sir. Hey, this concept that you are learning, sir. This concept that you are
for our
learning.
local host. For our local host also, the port numbers are keep on changing 3060, 3061 like that.
Because I am assigning, sir, 3060, 3061, 3062 for local. I'm telling my local computer, a local computer 3060 belongs to Docker 1. A 3062 belongs to Docker 3. 3061 belongs to Docker 2. So I am telling it.
So it will assign the new ports.
So internally inside the container, sir, port number will remain standard. That will not change. So from Windows level, it will assign the new ports, correct? 3060, 3061, 3062. That's how this concept works.
So all these Dockers will act as independent machines.
Everything is an independent container. Resources are coming from the system overall. That's true, but they are independent instances. I muted you, sir. If there's any question, please, can you please unmute? I just muted you. I'm sorry. Subha, if you want to.
If there are multiple volumes, so can we reserve H drive to one Docker, E drive to one Docker?
Here is where the next level of containers goes in. I have not got chance or time to explore Dockers beyond this. This is my current hold off. So yeah, I think we have to explore all that. I think possibilities are there. You can tell that, hey, you container, use this volume. Hey, you container, use this volume. Parameters have to increase. You should tell the parameters, or in the parameter you have to define, is what I'm thinking, sir. I've not explored that yet.
In real time, it is my guess actually. In one VM, we can keep different databases and can use applications to communicate with the one VM and with each container, right? Yeah.
No, repeat, in one VM, you'll keep multiple containers yours. Meaning one VM, you'll create a big one. In that VM, you'll create as many containers as you want. Okay, where to keep in real time? So, Ambika, I have an answer for this question. You can purchase a big physical server in your company. Huge physical server, physical. And because the resources should be coming from that system, physical server. Purchase a physical, big, huge physical server in your system, company. Install an operating system on it. On that, put a Docker and then create containers if you want. That's one option. Second, if you don't want to purchase a physical server, sir, everybody, you all know what is ESX host, right? Meaning in real environments, we will not create virtual machines like what we do. You purchase a ESX machine, huge machine from VMware or any company. It's a server, huge server, massive infrastructure. On that, you will build VMs. So what I'm saying, Ambika, purchase that same ESX host, huge machine, on that create containers. So containers are supported on. Are containers supported on ESX hosts? Answer is yes. See, vSphere integrated containers concept. These are like latest coming in the industry trending. So Ambika, earlier people used to create VMs. Now the mindset is changing. People are also thinking about containers as a great option. They already not are thinking, they already have thought. People are implementing also. So or else I would have not wasted half session on this one. And again, the whole purpose of you coming for this course is not just Azure, but holistically what's good and what's in the market along with Azure. So 1 minute. So now, till now, I've been showing everything on a Docker itself. How about we create a same container concept in cloud, sir? Shall we?
Yeah.
Perfect. Same container. Just search for container in the cloud. There are a lot of container related information here, lot of things. So I would say, don't waste time. Just go for container instances. And 1 minute, sir. KD, I need guidance, I need a reference or, sir, installing SQL Server Linux, for example, Linux on Azure containers. If you just Google for it, Microsoft documentation is also available. Even if you don't have a Microsoft documentation, you also have a third-party websites. 1 minute, sir. Yeah. Quickly, I know we all like SQL Stack, no doubt, compared to the past. Yeah. So infrastructure, one operating system, Docker, on that they are doing, right, sir? But I think this is not what we want. I'm sorry. Azure container instances. This is traditional. So now on Azure, if you want to do, so you have to go where? Container instances. So that's what I was right now. So container instances. Okay, then. And then do what, sir? Create a container instance. Some options are there, right? Some options are there. All good?
Yeah.
Only one advantage in Azure, sir. Subha, as you asked. So for size, right, you have an option, which we don't have in our Docker containers in our local laptop. And a lot of options you can select whichever you would want to, and select the config. Okay, let us do it, sir. Let us do it. Sir, let's create a container instance. Everyone, I want you also to do it parallel with me. Finish this, and then I think by the time we finish, all of us finish, it will be like 9:15 anyways. Ready? Same Docker concept you do on cloud. That's it. And definitely, Ram or others, sir, add to your resume saying that I know Docker containers in Azure container instances in your resume. Okay, done. So I already have a resource group. So let me take the privilege of using that resource group, B17RG, and then give a container instance a name. I'll call KD container instance. So I give KD, and KD because I want my team to know that I've created it so that they don't think it is something new. So that's why I give my name like that, or else I would have given something else. Okay, South India. And so look at this. By default, everybody, I'll explain. When I'm explaining, you don't do it, sir. When I'm not explaining, definitely you do it. When I'm explaining, please watch on the screen here, sir. See, are you all watching here? So by default, Azure provides 3 images. One is Nginx. Nginx is a web server. Another one is a Hello World, Java Hello World example. In one Java code, Hello World is the first. It prints Hello World. Printf scanner, something like that, like a Hello World website. Okay, so let me do Hello World to show you fun. I'm going for Hello World. 1 CPU, 1.5 GB RAM. It is configuring, sir. I think that's all. That's a container. Hit next. In networking, do you want a public IP? Array, without public IP, how will you access? Yes, we want a public IP. And then DNS label name, sir. KD Hello World. I'll just give KD Hello World. DNS name is that's okay, fine, sir. That's it. TCP port 80. So I'm just giving a name. KD, I don't want to give a name. Okay, so none will not create any public IP. Public will create a public IP address to access this website. So I'm selecting public. I want to access it. Any of you should be able to access this website, kind of website. Okay, done. Go to advanced next. So some rules here, ignore it. Next, tags and review and create. It's so easy, right? So this is a default one available in cloud. So I'm going to create it now. So a container is created in the cloud, sir. No Docker, no Docker, and nothing is required. So just direct Azure container instance. Suresh, all good?
Yes, KD.
Perfect.
Actually, I'm supporting on call today. That is the reason I have to join in my
But if
office.
you have any doubts, please feel free to stop if you have
install anything. Yeah.
Feel free to stop if you have any questions. Okay. Done.
Yes, sure. Thank you. Later on, I will complete my demos. Okay.
And send a Word document, please, after the in the group itself. Put it in the group itself.
Is the image source we need to select here?
This is taking time, right? Not like Docker, because it's in cloud, right? They have to find out the right place, right server, right location. So obviously it will take a little time than our normal Docker, sir.
Deepak, what is the image source we need to select here?
No, I'll tell. Just give me 1 minute. I'm just showing you once a default. So look at this one now, sir. This is a hello world, right? Do you see a website here? FQDN, the website. Everyone, I'll copy this website and open a browser and paste this website, sir. This is what we have created just now. A simple hello world website. That's it. This is the hello world. That's it. This is what you created, sir. Welcome to Docker. Or else you would have wanted, sir, but this is image given by Microsoft. Okay, just a website, just a simple page. Now we are going to put SQL Server on it. I'm just showing you an image. Yes, Prabhala.
Deepak, where I will get this link? Can you show me that?
Which one, sir? Which one?
This one. This hello.
Did you create the container instance?
Yeah.
No, but let me go and create a new container instance. One more.
Yeah, I'm able to access login. Welcome to Azure container.
Right. So that means your default. So image, right? Ram used the default ACI Hello World latest Linux. That means in the background you have a Linux container, and that's a simple website created by Microsoft which says welcome to Azure container instances. But this is not what we want. Ambika, were you saying something?
Image source.
Quick start images.
Oh, by default it is.
First do quick start image so we feel confident that, oh, okay, one container is created. Everyone, if you want to do one demo, so this demo screenshot I don't want. We want SQL Server screenshot. Okay, SQL Server in Azure container we are creating. That's the beauty. Docker we already did. Okay, now, so all of you just watch it once. Now, see, look at this one, sir. Everyone on the screen once. So what they are saying is, Ambika, if you want to install SQL Server, please select Docker Hub or other registry. So do we have that option here, everyone? Other registry we have. Docker Hub is not there. Sir, why will Microsoft promote Docker Hub, sir? You tell me. They used to do it earlier, but now they are promoting their own repositories. So why will Microsoft promote Docker when Docker is our competitor? Is Docker Microsoft's competitor or not right now?
Yes.
Absolutely. So that's why they created Azure container instances. Okay, done. So again, let's do SQL Server stuff now. KD-B17. So KD- SQL Docker. Docker name. SQL container instance. I gave the name, sir. South India. Other registry. Go for other registry and select public registry. And sir, you all know, right? SQL Server website link. This one, sir. This one. This one, sir. MCR.latest, right? That website from where you downloaded Docker, right? Image. That one I will copy and paste it on in here, sir. You got my point, what I'm saying, sir. Other registry, quick start, don't go. Go for other registry. In other registry, select public type, public registry, and give the SQL Server Docker. And of course, it's a Linux container, sir. RAM and all, if you want to increase, you can increase, no doubt. So 4 cores, you can give maximum. 16 GB RAM, you can give maximum. And click OK. But you don't give it, sir. Just give a little is sufficient.
Hey, can you ping that image URL, please?
I'm doing it, sir. I did in the group. Okay, everyone. Now click on, go to networking. In 1 second, sir. In networking, please select public. Got it? Then you will get a public IP. If you don't select public, sir, you can't connect to it. Port number, you want to give something? Sir, watch this.
If we give private,
then it will be in one network.
if we use private, yeah, what will happen?
So if you use private, sir, then you have a small challenge. When you're using private, make sure that a private network will be created, which we'll discuss in our networking topic. And you should be having a VPN to that private network. Then it will work. More about this coming up in our networking topic. Please have patience. Okay, so now look at the options, please. 1433 is the port number they are giving, right? Public and some name they have given. I did the same thing now. What fancy I did, sir. I gave KDSSG Linux or container. I'll give container. Okay, and then 180, I'll change it to 1433. That's it, sir. Okay, now 1 minute, sir. Not finished yet. Go to advanced tab. Remember those two parameters, SA password and accept EULA. Those two are compulsory. So just go to advanced option. Okay, sir. In advanced option, it is mentioned here. Please see. Mark as secure. Two parameters you have to give. So here, these are the parameters, sir. So one parameter is what? Okay, if you don't know, okay, let me ping this website also to all of you. If you want to use it, feel free to use this. In the WhatsApp also, I'm pinging.
The earlier URL that is not working.
No, it's not URL, sir. You need to copy that and paste it in the. It's not a URL. You need to copy that and paste it in the images, sir. Here on the screen.
Can you please replace it here once again?
Where? In the Zoom chat?
In the Zoom chat. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I just did it. So there is a documentation for everything. Don't worry. Just first, I want you to do hands-on, nothing more, sir. So done. Shall we move on now? With your approval?
Yes, KD.
Done. So Docker, sir, it's easy. And once you know Docker, it is damn easy, sir. Resource group, container instance name, go for other registry, go for public image, give the image or image name of SQL Server 2022, Linux containers, 4 CPU, 16 GB RAM I'm giving. Go to networking tab. In networking tab, 1433 port number you change. Give a name of your container name. So whatever domain name you want to give, public name. Go to advanced and you need to add some parameters here. What are the parameters, sir? First one is accept _ EULA equal to, accept _ EULA equal to Y, okay, value. And then go for the next parameter, sir. MS SQL -SA password, whatever is the parameter name, put ADMIN 1431234. Okay, sir. By the way, there's an option. Can you see here? Mark as secure. If you mark as secure, sir, you will not see the password. That's all. On the portal, it will be like safe. If you don't want it, keep it no. That's it. Now go back. Look at the options, sir. We're already given the parameters. That's also finished. Now the demo is done. Shall I hit tags and review and create? With your approval, I'll do. You're also doing the same. Then please finish it off. Once this container is ready, sir, let's connect from my management studio and let's see how it connects.
Just show networking tab once.
Networking tab. I'm on the networking tab right now. You can see there's nothing. 1433 port number I have given. KDSSG Linux container I have given.
Okay.
Done. That is number one, huh?
Yes, number one.
Number one, boy or girl? Can't see.
Boy.
One boy and one girl. Hi. You are active. Let him sit there, yeah. Ask mommy a container. She'll give.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Ujjwal.
Ujjwal. Nice name. You know what's the meaning of your name?
Yes.
Like your smile, it glows a lot. Ujjwal.
Ujjwal Tej Reddy.
Ujjwal Tej Reddy. All three powerful. Okay, nice. Which class are you studying in?
Class, which class?
I'm studying in UKG.
UKG. I'm studying in half KG.
He's studying in half KG and teaching us pre-KG.
Okay, nice. Hey Deepak, nice to see you, sir. Okay, so almost finishing. If you're all set to go, then we'll complete this.
KD,
Yeah. Yes, Suresh.
there are two options, key management. What is that? Microsoft managed keys and customer managed keys.
Yeah, so two things, please. Now, end of the day, when you're creating containers and when you access the containers and also, from your system to that container, you exchange data, right? You put something, you access something. So there are keys that are created for safety and security. Now, there are two options. Microsoft will internally create those keys and self-manage. Or if you want to manage your own keys and not to give handover to Microsoft the encryption keys, you can go for customer managed keys. And if you give customer managed keys, you have to create one key and upload that key there. So again, it's a tedious process. You have the key management you have to handle. So KD, by giving keys to Microsoft, am I safe? Microsoft also doesn't know, sir. They will use the key. Key is still secure and safe. So people normally depends on your company rules and all, but normally Microsoft keys are okay, sufficient. Less headache. Done, sir. Almost.
It's a recyclable. I mean,
you can always reset the keys yearly once, or if you already have the keys, you can update the keys. That is why, sir, that is the benefit of customer managed keys. If you have customer managed keys, last year keys also get renewed, sir. You can purchase a key from some company. Key renewal happens every year. You have to come and upload it like that. Like manual stuff, more manual work will be there. But again, depends on the company norms. Yes, you can recycle your keys on a yearly basis.
yeah, thank you, KD.
Okay, Srinivas. Srinivas, also on the document, please. I'm still seeing your images, sir. Thank you for sharing.
We can give 1.5 GB. That is fine.
No. I just gave excess. You give 1.5 GB is sufficient. Default, whatever is there, you leave it. Okay. Sir, all of you, time to create, sir. Enough. Time is done. 1, 2, 3, go. I'm creating the container, but I'm doing a 4 CPU and 16 GB RAM. You decide what you need. Click on create. It's creating. Yeah, this will take a little longer than your typical container instance in Docker. Take a little longer, it's okay. So, but trust me, by the way, anyways, while this is building, it's taking time, right? The big data clusters, I'm not talking, actually, it will be really great if we can talk today only, but you should give me approval for another 5-10 minutes extension. Giri is already looking at watch and almost gave no signal. Okay, so now again, let me talk on a crisp and clear note if you are okay, because the build is going on, still going on. So what makes big data clusters? So world is talking about big data clusters. It came in 2019, sir, not even now, correct? It's a 2019 feature. How many of us really explored it? Maximum not. So Microsoft has been giving, especially from Microsoft side, they have given hell lots of sessions on big data clusters, sir. Hell lot of sessions. The reason why we are not going and touching big data architecture is because more than a DBA, it is more engaging for other people more. So please watch this architecture picture. It's a holistic picture. So it's a huge picture. Now it takes 5 minutes only with your approval. Just 5 minutes. Can I continue? Because if this time I miss, right, Explaining later will not give that gelling point. So if you're okay, I'll finish it right now. 5 minutes max. I
Yes,
think
KD,
I didn't give an option, sir. I'm anyways discussing. You already understood by now. Okay, so let's look at this. On the right hand side, we have all the programming languages: Python, R, PySpark, ParkScala, Spark SQL. Oh my God, R language. And if you notice, all these languages are more of used for analytics, the BI space, business analytics. Okay. So analytics earlier were different. Analytics today are different. Company having large volumes of data is not a great deal. Using that large volumes of data for analysis is a big deal. So R language, Python language, C Spark, Java, PySpark, so they're like the combinational programming languages. So these all are the overall scope of programming languages. KD, what will you do with them? 1 minute. So programming languages will be used for coding purpose, right? And what is the data virtualization, sir? Meaning whatever data, right? Data may be present in SQL Server, Teradata, MongoDB, Oracle. That means you can pull data from any source. I hope you're listening, and I will not try to confuse. I'll give a basic picture at the earliest possible. Now, sir, if this left side block is clear, the right side block is clear. The most important thing we need to talk now is the middle block, which is nothing but Kubernetes. The middle block is Kubernetes. So KD, you didn't talk about Kubernetes at all. Yes, sir, I didn't talk about Kubernetes. So what is Kubernetes? What is Kubernetes? So go to Kubernetes website. Now you all understand Docker's, right, sir? Definitely you'll understand easily what is Kubernetes. Kubernetes, also known as K8s, is an open source system. Open source system, meaning free, anybody can use Kubernetes for automatic deployment, meaning automatically creating what, sir? Containers. Automatically. With, of course, scaling. If you want 100, so creating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 containers is not a big deal. I want to create 100 containers, 500 containers, 1,000 containers. So you need a support of a software like Kubernetes. So massive scale of containers you can create. So not creation, okay? Management. So Subha, you asked a question, right? How do we use? I knew the answer, sir. Kubernetes. Through Kubernetes, we can use we can control and we can configure and say who should receive what resources. That all wonderful stuff is available in Kubernetes. So through Kubernetes, management becomes easy. So who should be allocated, who should be restricted, who should be given which resources, how much I should give. So those controlling capabilities are available in Kubernetes. So Kubernetes is the next level of containers where you can do a scale of containers. And the
Kubernetes third party, right?
Yeah, and the best part is that it's open source. So yes, I can do one thing. Me as an individual developer, I can use Kubernetes and develop my platform of. So using Kubernetes, let's say I'm Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft can use Kubernetes platform. I repeat, sir. Let me mute Prabla. Microsoft can use Kubernetes platform because it's open source, right? Anybody can use it, and build a big empire of containers if I want, which they have done. If I am another company or some other company, I can build an empire of my own. So anybody can use Kubernetes and do orchestration. So what is orchestration? Intelligently orchestra means combining all the musical sounds and giving a rhythm, nice, appealing and soothing sounds. That's exactly what you can do. Production grade, meaning that not for non-prod. Non-prod is people using containers for non-prod is olden days. People using containers for production is the new era, and which we are not part of still. And then the production grade container product orchestration you can do, and a lot of things. Kubernetes is a separate world. I'm not going there. So what Microsoft did is it used Kubernetes. Subha, you were saying something. I'm sorry. I think I stopped your question.
It's fine, Deepak. I got the point.
So there are so many features of it. So no, I'm not going into it. I'm learning, so I'm just trying to learn. I am not still good at Kubernetes, but I'm just trying to understand Kubernetes architecture and all. Last 3-4 months I have been playing with it, but anyways, I'll stop here now. Go back. Let's go back, sir. Now look at this picture. So what is Microsoft doing, sir? Microsoft, for its big data clusters, sir, this is the big data overall architecture. So programming languages, others are involved. Data sources, not SQL Server is not the only data source. Oracle, MongoDB, Teradata, from wherever you want, you can get the data. And sir, please, 5 minutes more. I'll not take more. Kubernetes, less than 5 minutes. Kubernetes namespace. So Microsoft created a big Kubernetes namespace, meaning an area, Kubernetes namespace. There, look at this one, sir. They are creating master pool, compute pools. They are creating one. Sir, I'm not focusing on all. I'm just looking at these two pieces. Operational query with master pool, scale out query with compute pool. So what they do is, sir, if you want, they created two pools, sir. Master pool, compute pool. Let me go to that website and read it for you. See, compute pool, just read. The compute pool provides computational resources to the cluster. It contains nodes running SQL Server on Linux pods. The pods in the compute pool are divided into SQL Server instances. Each is an instance. So what happens is when you run a query, the query will run on number of nodes parallelly, and the query will be split into multitasking, and the results will be very, very, very fast compared to your normal SQL servers. So a lot of systems will work together for one common task. It's called as sharding, S-H-A-R-D-I-N-G. And remember this word sharding, sir, it will come again in the PaaS concept, not in IaaS, but in PaaS. Sharding. So you can build such a wonderful infrastructure, all run on containers, by the way. They are running on containers, sir. Whatever we are discussing, right? The pools that we are discussing, they are created on containers. So here, more than DBA work, sir, more than DBA work. DBA work is max what? Creating containers. Who is involved more? To implement big data clusters, who is involved more? You are involved, of course, in the scope of creating containers. You can create availability group also. So I mean, if you really get involved in this, it's a huge concept. It's a wonderful concept. So you can, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube, sir. I don't know if this interests you a little, right? Please go back and when you find time, today, tomorrow, whenever, there are a lot of videos on big data clusters, not even one or two. At least then now you watch, sir, maybe if that makes sense to you. If you're still interested, we can do an offline conversation, maybe not in the class. I'm seeing you all are tired already. We can have a hold off. Now, sir, the storage comes from where? Storage comes from where? Anywhere. You can use HDFS, Hadoop file system. You can use ADLS, Azure Data Lake Storage. So different types of storage you can use to do that processing. To store, sir, we are not talking about gigabytes and terabytes. We're talking about terabytes and terabytes and terabytes and also petabytes. That scale of data we are talking about. So that's where this concept comes into picture. And finally, sir, people will use BI tools and all to display the results and Power BI reports. And after processing all the data, whatever data comes out, that data will be graphically presented to people. So analytics, mainly for analytics, big data clusters will be used. So why did we talk about all this? End of the day, what I'm saying is the pools that you are creating, right? Inside the pools, containers are there. That is the point I'm trying to convey here. So I hope you will go back and watch some videos if you want. And sir, before that, this is built, ready, and go to resource now. Shall we connect to this one and close the class for today? I'm sorry for extending 9:19.
Yeah.
Okay, I opened the container. So, but maybe this is a good time, right? So now you got to know at least what is the big data, big planning that big data clusters Microsoft is doing. It's a 2019 feature. Today it's 2022, 3 years done, sir. And we as a DBA have not got time to go and watch what Microsoft has done. And 2022 features are waiting for you. So at least it is, by the way, sir, if in 2019 SQL Server, the biggest hyped product is which one, sir? 2019, the biggest hyped product. A new feature, 2019. BDC,